This whole Eliza Blue situation continues to unfold, and you know what? It's not getting any better for her. It's in fact just getting worse for all of us, okay? Because this all started, okay? The initial tweet that went out there, okay? January 20th. This was after the Quartering and Brittany Venti both got yeeted off of the platform for sharing a screenshot of her not all that pert ass. I think she was like in her 30s at that point in time, okay? She was trying to be an aspiring video vixen after a multitude of different stupid things ended up happening, okay? And I found this other thing, okay? And I just remembered it right now because we got a whole bunch of shit to cover here in this one. All right, but we'll come back to that in a second, okay? I got ahead of myself there for a moment, but we got a bunch of different updates from a bunch of people that are still out there, you know, just banging on about this because Twitter was looking good for a while, okay? And this was the first big hurdle that came across, okay? Somebody who's, yes, wrapped themselves in a good cause that was out there saying all of the right things. Heavy emphasis on right things that are out there because who's for human trafficking, right? Like a couple of people in cartels, like the fucking Yakuza, like outside of organized crime. Nobody's for human trafficking, okay? So yes, so if she wants to champion that cause, that's terrific. But then when it gets to her backstory, when she tries to paint herself as the victim, and oh my god, I got such an important story, until people start to dig into that story and try to make it make sense to figure out if you're actually somebody of high moral character or if you're just trying to run a grift. And then when somebody exposes your backstory, which, you know what, hey, I was a little bit tenuous of even all the way back when we were talking about Andrew Tate stuff. It's just funny. It's just funny. All of the critics of the people that are vehemently against what? Tate, Johnny Depp, and that ilk. They're never people that you'd want to associate with. They're not people of high moral character. They just tend to be people. Fucking end up looking stupid at the end of the day. So, enter Eliza Blue on this, okay? So about the only time that she's addressed this, she's made maybe a passive-aggressive tweet by posting a picture of a goat after a bunch of other people ended up getting yeeted off the platform. But this is about the only time that she has directly addressed it. She'd be, yes, passive-aggressive, getting a lot of good play. A lot of good play because I don't use Twitter all that often. I just use it to shitpost maybe a couple of times in the morning, once in the afternoon, okay? And then just use it to source different information on certain topics that are out there. But outside of that, you know, Twitter can just exist in the fucking ether, okay? After I'm done today, I won't even be checking my phone afterwards, okay? But for her, this bitch is everywhere right now, okay? I don't even know if I've responded to one of her tweets. Maybe I have, and you guys can check if you care, but I don't really think it's all that important. Oh, I think I told her, it was about her winning some sort of a fucking, you know, human trafficking award. Oh my god, you do such great work. Like, what exactly? Okay, you highlight human trafficking. Okay, cool. You and there are like agencies that actually do work. You just have some sort of spell cast on Elon Musk. He does have a thing for broken women, so I do understand that. It's just, why the fuck are you everywhere? I've known about her for a while when a bunch of other people were trying to put her on, and it's like, something seems off, okay? The dyed hair, okay, the fucking fake lips, way too much makeup. She just looks like a chameleon. Why do people keep saying, oh, she does good work, okay? And it's funny. It's funny, okay? Because, yeah, went through this stuff, internet collectively, okay, everybody out there, okay, went through this exact same thing from somebody who was parroting those exact same talking points. Well, he does good work, okay, the whole Jack Murphy situation, okay, but they were quick to discard the whole, oh, he's a part of the manosphere. Not really. The lumber cuck had been outed for a long time, okay, for pushing that type of shit, and he tried to move away from that, just like Thurnabitch did at the exact same time, okay? Like, Jack Murphy was definitely on a hustle with his fucking, you know, seminal order or whatever the fuck it was over there, okay? And he's been awfully quiet in this situation, okay? If he really wanted to make a return, okay, he'd be dunking on this situation and be like, hey, at least I wasn't getting people, you know, canceled off of Twitter. Make sure to sign up for, you know, what was it, $5,000 or $4,000, I think it was, for a lifetime contribution, or $100 a month. Big fucking scam. But whatever, man. That's what these type of people do. They don't actually give a fuck about the topic that they're talking about. They just always seem like liberals who found the conservative light and then found a new base to grift off of, because the conservative, right-leaning, whatever the fuck you want to call them, okay? That pool of people just love a cult of celebrity. And here you have a high-profile, a good looking woman, okay, a real boss bitch that's out there that can get stuff done. And it's like, yeah, we got one of our own. And then she comes out to have the exact same character that every other conservative grifter that ever shows up at CPAC does. It's like you fell for it again. I didn't fall for the Kool-Aid on this one at all whatsoever. Hey man, got enough solipsism in the Eliza Blue situation to go around. I don't need to, pat myself on the back for, not seeing an obvious grift, but whatever. This was the initial tweet. Okay, this is what kicked everybody off, and it's like, it even got fact checks. So why isn't anybody paying attention to this obvious fucking scam that is going on? Okay, the people that have been suspended were posting a publicly available screenshot. Okay, the video was public for a time. Okay, whenever you'd post her cellulitic ass on the internet, it would end up getting you banned. That was back January 18th, 19th, and then her statement on the 20th, and then going forward, even after, you got the goofy-ass fact check. Why hasn't this been rectified yet? And why is there a growing body count that she's acquired off the back of this? It's very interesting. So I'm going to address this one time and one time only. A non-consensual photo was posted of me yesterday on Twitter. The photo has been removed. The source of the photo has also been contacted, and I'm preparing to escalate to the full extent of the law. That's very interesting. That's a very interesting development that you have there, because now I can't even show you the source video. I was going to run through it just a little bit, just like many people have run through Eliza, but I was trafficked. No, you weren't, bitch. You were just trying to concoct a backstory that would maybe potentially fit, but then you just also tried to be a hoe for a second, but then realized that nobody really wants to take a 30-plus-year-old seriously at the time. And you had already had a long-standing hustle out there, okay? Because she's very interesting when it comes to this stuff, okay? If you are a man of a certain age, like I am, okay, you will notice this set right here from the early 2000s, okay? That is Blind Date. I bet you watched it. Was it on Spike or something like that? Or Fox. Maybe it was Fox late in the evening, like Friday or Saturday. It was definitely syndicated at one point in time, okay? She was on the show. Throwing it back, riding a mechanical bull, getting her ass out or anything like that. Okay, it's like, why don't we update? Come on now. But as you can see, well, this was like early 2000s, okay? Well, maybe you can kind of see. I'll at least, describe it a bit. She's hopping on a mechanical bull after a long day, because the old show Blind Date, it used to be an entire day that you'd spend with somebody who, I don't know, hadn't even been, made aware of your existence beforehand, but it was all paid by the studio, and you go and spend an entire day with somebody. It was two relatively attractive looking people, and she was 21 at the time, apparently, okay? And they decided to cap off their day by going to a country western bar, and he, I think, was pretty much done with her shit by the end of this, okay? And he was having a drink at the bar, chatting up some other women as well. I'll link to this. I'll link to everything that's on here today, okay? Just so you have proper context and all this stuff. And if you want to watch the 8-minute segment, be my fucking guest. But the fact that they had to add there, a lady should always wear panties, that just kind of is a little bit indicative as to the past of Eliza Blue, okay? Or Eliza, what's her other aliases? Eliza Blue, Eliza Cuts, Eliza Seape, Eliza Morthland. Fuck do you mean by that? Well, Richard Morthland is Eliza Blue's father. Real-ass father. He is a state representative for the great state of Illinois. He is a Republican, so you can see, he is a senator. Okay, so he has a link to the conservative grift. That's why it took his would-be thought of a daughter a minute to come around to the old family business, as it were, because this is Illinois after all. This shit's a little bit fucking sketchy. So at 17, Eliza moved to LA with big dreams. Within 48 hours, a man who had promised to make her a star sold her to another man in Hollywood for $500. This was only the beginning of the ordeal that would last for over 15 years. Oh my God. And then she got snatched up for an arrest in Cook County, Illinois, which was, according to this caption, okay, the man that she met in LA was probably a casting agent, because she claimed that she was 21 for the Blind Date show. I was out there. A Blind Date show. Okay, born, yes, May 21st, 1981. 2006, Eliza claimed to be 21 on the show called Blind Date, yet a year later, she was 17 and being trafficked. So what is it? Is she 21 in 2006? Or was she trafficked at the age of 17 in 2006? What do we got here? Then we got more backstory, okay? Because about a year ago on Michael Malice's podcast or something like that, it's very interesting because she explains, okay? She explains her whole trafficking ordeal as to what happened. And I've heard this recounted multitude of different times. So here's what the captions have. Okay, trafficking, according to Eliza Blue, is someone using her image to catfish or using her images without her consent. That's her trafficking story that's out there. Okay, the story, as the story goes, as she elaborates, and again, feel free to watch the clips, a link to everything in the description. Her account of trafficking. Somebody used a picture of her from the internet. Okay, so a publicly sourced image from, I think, her Instagram account or something like that, social media account that is out there. Used her image, and somebody used it to catfish some lonely motherfuckers that were out there in order to exploit a multitude of money from somebody that's out there. Maybe even potentially. That's what she considers herself being trafficked. Doesn't necessarily fit the description. Okay, that would be like me if I was running an alt account and I used a picture of Pamela Anderson. By Eliza Blue's definition, I would be trafficking a Pamela Anderson. What the fuck even is that? But that's her grift. That's the base grift. And this has been out there for years at this point. And nobody seemed to notice. Nobody seemed to care because she was on our team. She was pushing the right message. She was doing good work, right? Until the strikes started. First, Brittany Venti. Second, the quartering. Then, Yellow Flash. Yellow Flash, all of these guys, if you don't know these names, are all YouTubers, okay? The quartering, huge channel, 1 point some odd million views, okay? And he's probably made, subscribers. He's probably made as many views off of all of the videos that he's done as well. Justifiably so, okay? And that dude'll grift off anything, so, you know, big shout out to him. Unfortunate this happened to him because, yeah, he has been wholeheartedly, completely suspended from Twitter just for having the audacity to post a screenshot of a publicly available World Star hip-hop video. I don't fucking get it. Nothing graphic, nothing sexually explicit. It's a fucking post, okay? So, and Yellow Flash, I'm not entirely sure what Yellow Flash did, but Camelot331 is another guy, another YouTuber that's out there, okay? I even quote tweeted the tweet that ended up getting him fucking yeeted, okay? Now Yellow Flash guy, let's just go ahead and do an analysis. Like, what the fuck is actually wrong with this tweet, okay? Now Yellow Flash guy, all of this to prevent anyone from finding out that Eliza Blue faked her entire backstory to profit off of victims over a screenshot of a public video. How long are you gonna let this last, Elon Musk? Looking a lot like nothing has changed on Twitter. And then he said that it was a link out to, I think, another screenshot from another video. So therefore, that ended up violating one of our rules. And what was one of those rules that he ended up violating? One of our rules. We have determined that your account violated the rules of Twitter, specifically for violating one of our rules. How do you... This is some pre-Elon Musk shit. Or maybe it's current era Elon Musk shit, okay? And it gets even worse than that, okay? For the exact same description here. You got Angry Monkey. I wish I knew more about this good individual that's right here, okay? But got the source, okay? And there's apparently a supporter of his channel that's on there. Okay, are you fucking kidding me, Elon Musk? A viewer got smacked on Twitter for sharing a stream about Eliza Blue. Can we see the Twitter files on this shit? Nah, that's good, man, because I guess maybe she's angling to be her baby mama number 7? Is that what he's on at this point? But yeah, as you can see, like, what's wrong with this? Okay, free Brittany Venti, free the quartering, grift queen Eliza Blue getting exposed, Biden home raided, Antifa rioting, and then I'll link out to who the fuck knows. A link to a stream, apparently. I'll take him at face value on that. That might be what it is. It might be, you know, just, I don't know, maybe somebody's busting it wide open. Maybe there's a deep fake Eliza Blue porn that's out there. I'm sure that's probably already a thing. But current day, you know, nearly 40, okay, with that body, yuck. Them nipples point straight down, bro. Fuck off. But yeah, we can't even see the source video from where everything's been taken. I've unfortunately seen the video. I haven't heard any of the rapping that's on there, but it's just, you know, modern day mumble rap from a few years ago, okay? So Eliza Blue struck the YouTube video used to ask questions about her past. Because, yeah, when you link out to that video, or if you have the link for the video itself, this is the screen that you get. This video is no longer available due to a privacy claim by a third party. And what did she say at the beginning? The photo has been removed. The source of the photo has also been contacted. So, right there, in the blue, using a fake and a false DMCA claim, because clearly you were paid for that at the time. Like, your branding is all over the front of it. Okay, WorldStar has been around longer than YouTube, Twitter, and everything. Okay, it was like ogreish.com and fucking WorldStar Hip Hop. That was the early gestation of the internet. Okay, but yeah, as Tug, and shout out, he's been doing some good reporting on this stuff as well, because he's been one of those guys who has still remained on Twitter, but I don't know, man. I'm sure Eliza's probably working behind the scenes in order to get this guy gone, because T-minus how long before she starts alleging that he's a bad father? Fucking bitch. After 6 years, she added a privacy claim, striking the host channel. If they want to take me to court, I'd be happy to push a GoFundMe. Elon's crew went too far, free the quartering. Yes, of course, but don't worry. There's more. Twitter is now posting a warning to protect Eliza Blue, saying that if you link to a YouTube video is unsafe. Posting a link to a YouTube video, is unsafe. Why is it unsafe? Because it might hurt Eliza Blue's feelings. Okay, and is Elon aware of it? Just about every day that I've looked on Twitter, Eliza Blue has been trending. People have been trying to get Elon Musk's attention on it, and like Tug says right here, okay, thanks for removing the bots. I barely see them anymore. You're welcome. Apparent engagement on Twitter will seem lower as bots would like, follow, retweet much more than people. But now you know that it's real. Yeah, people have been speculating that, likes, views, and retweets have been a little bit sketchy lately. Okay, I don't really notice anything, and maybe that's just, just some other vanity metrics that are out there, and ultimately, at the end of the day, does it really fucking matter all that much? But the engagement when it comes to that, putting out a message and not having it censored, I'm a little bit more concerned with that. But as Tug is also talking about, me circling back to the beginning when I'm saying, I see a lot of Eliza Blue content, okay, outside of opining on it once, okay, and then responding to one fucking tweet. A bitch is fucking everywhere, okay? Elon Musk is saying engagement is lower because of bot removal. I'd say it's lower because all I'm shown is shit I don't follow anymore or care about or want to see. So Elon Musk he's doing something, but he's not doing anything about the current copyright queen that's going on, and it's unlikely that that's going to change, because I showed last time around, it's like, she's got a connection to Elon, okay? The Daily Wire article that's out there, okay? It's funny that it's Daily Wire putting on Eliza Blue and Elon Musk. Okay, it's just so fucking hilarious. Activist Eliza Blue cancels creators, appears to ramp up Twitter censorship. Yup, new boss, same as the old boss. Twitter is in the middle of another censorship scandal that may be returning the supposed free speech platform back to Twitter version 1.0, or the pre-Elon Musk era. Okay, so this is, PEM as opposed to DEM. Okay. A series of events comes on the heels of Steven Crowder v. Daily Wire, or the contract offered by Crowder, all that stuff. So the Eliza Blue stuff could have just slipped right under the radar, because when it was starting to pick up, okay, that was when Crowder and Daily Wire was popping off, and I haven't seen Crowder do anything lately, okay, but Daily Wire is still belly aching because, they're wrong on this one. Like, there's no two ways about it, okay? I see the simps that are out there on just about every platform, but it's like, for the network that was founded on facts don't care about your feelings, they're sure in their feelings a lot about this stuff. But anyways, Eliza Blue is a social media personality and advocate for sex trafficking survivors. She is notably credited with working with Elon Musk's team to improve site functions by removing child exploitation materials from the platform. I'm sure that she might be a part of that. She definitely claims to be, but how integral is she in doing this? Okay, I got rid of a bunch of different hashtags that are on the platform, or I just searched for them, or this is an easy grift and I want to get some attention. On January 20th, the Streisand effect was on full display when Blue addressed a provocative photo that was shared on YouTube content creator Brittany Venti's Twitter account, along with a request for Blue to clarify some timelines about her past. More or less the whole, I was 17 in 2006, but when it checks out, you're actually 21 and proudly on a reality TV show that you got $500 for and an entire day out, and you got to be on broadcast television back when that actually meant something. But then you could just do some time revision. It's like, I was trafficked. Were you really, though? Yeah, fuck it. Fuck Brittany Venti as well, because she also cheered when Andrew Tate got taken down. But on this side, she's on the right. But full-throated support for the rest of the guys that are out there. And if Brittany Venti manages to come back for being taken down for the same stupid policy, yeah, that's good. But, you know, you're going to be happy when Tate goes down, and then also, you know, try to smear Kevin Samuels when he was on the way out. There are circles of hell, and the ones that are further down are probably for betrayers. Twitter did an outstanding job when they exclude... Oh, and they will be excluded from legal action of follow-up to the tweet that we read in the beginning. There won't be anyone else involved. Spared. Like she's the queen. I am the queen of Twitter. I take things all the way, and I have no chill. Yeah, we seen. You took it all the way on the mechanical bull. Anyways, I'm a survivor advocate. You used to say that you're a survivor and a survivor advocate, but that's changed. And that doesn't stop with advocating for myself as a survivor of what? Care to clarify that? Oh no, right. You just rather cancel any dissenting opinions that are out there. Good stuff. Blue writes, I'm going to address this one and one time only. That's wonderful and fantastic. Twitter community notes has added additional context to Blue's tweet. Yeah, now photos were taken from a screenshot from a publicly available World Star Hip Hop World Star that has been online since 2016. The video was made after Eliza Bleu claimed that she escaped human trafficking, which is normally the activity, okay? When she's out there hoeing around in different lingerie, that's normally the activity of somebody who was previously trafficked and is trying to make the world a better place, okay? By making sure that nobody has to go through their previous experiences. But if you make that shit up, then guess what? You can go out there and hoe around all that you want, and then even post a YouTube video, because I've seen a screenshot of that. Could be fabricated, okay? But I'm just adding a little bit of additional context from what I'm seeing out there of her being proud and her calling her mother after the World Star Hip Hop video was being posted on the website. Her calling her mom, saying that she's proud to be a video vixen. That's not normally behavior that you would see, or anything that would normally be coming of a, well, healthy mother-daughter relationship, or anything that you would aspire for your offspring, but not normally something that you would note to your parents that would be theoretically well aware of you being previously trafficked. I'm just saying, okay? The photo in question was a screenshot that came from the video posted on World Star Hip Hop in a series called Eye Candy. Yeah, this is that Tootsie Roll that's been at the bottom halfway in the wrapper in your glove compartment for about a decade. That type of candy. The video has been hosted on YouTube since February 19th, 2016, nearly 7 years ago. Prior to Blue's claims that it was non-consensual and has since been removed under a third-party rights claim. I wonder who did that all of a sudden. Additionally, if you were to click on a link from the original video on Twitter's platform, a warning pops up that say the link may be unsafe. So it's an unsafe warning that ends up leading out to a dead link. At the time, Blue's internet persona was Eliza Knows. Okay, so she was Eliza Knows then. She used to go under Eliza Seep. When she was fucking around with the lead singer of My Chemical Romance, she was Eliza Cuts. And when she was getting bra-dogged on Blind Date, she was what again exactly? Oh, yeah, Eliza Northam. Anyways. Currently, several content creators, including Brittany Venti, Quartering, Yellow Flash Guy, Camelot331, have all been locked out of their accounts, sparking hashtags free everybody involved. Okay, Manuel Fandango, Chrissy Mayer, who also found something very interesting that I'll bring up here at the end if they don't get to it. While some of Venti tweets have been removed, one is still available that asked Blue for clarifications. Yeah, all that stuff. How wonderful and fantastic. Defango's thread posted December 26th. Okay, so Boxing Day of 2022 has 708,000 views to date and was created in a wake of Blue blocking Defango, as she has reportedly done with many users who ask questions. Yeah, that was something that I seen beforehand, and given the fact that mostly now all she posts is, and fuck it, we'll just go back to her Twitter post or her Twitter timeline. This is something that I see that people do, especially guilty people, okay, people who have something to try to get away from. they really like to post animal pictures in the aftermath and not address anything that's actually going on, okay? So a lot of that stuff, okay? But as you can see, she's getting soft ratioed on a bunch of this stuff, okay? And a bunch of, oh yes, inspirational quotes from other fucking bots that are out there, like Bot Friedman. Let's focus on things that matter. Yes, of course, like getting a survivor leader. How fucking adorable. That's the award that you got. But don't you have to normally go through something before you end up getting an award? Standards have really lowered beforehand. Okay. Oh yeah, and then just retweeting some stuff from Elon Musk. How fucking adorable. Yep, cold brew in a coffee cup. So you bought that NASA mug, or did you traffic it yourself? Not entirely sure there. But okay, what did Manuel DeFango end up figuring out? Oh, finally got blocked by the lying grifter Eliza Blue. In honor of this, we will fully debunk her lie of being sex trafficking Sir Pfeiffer with her own words. All right, I kind of just want to go read this whole hog because this sounds incredibly fucking interesting. Let's just go and see everything ends up getting, you know, fucking yeeted off of his platform. Okay, so let's go. So Eliza claims to have been trafficked in LA as a young girl, but forgets she was well known in the My Chemical Romance scene during that time. She lived on MySpace and hung around with Jeffree Star around the 2007 date as she sets for her alleged trafficking. Oh no, she was being trafficked by music promoters even though she was engaged in a theoretically consensual relationship. All right. I also hung out with Jeffree Star in 2005 and 8. Okay, this is Manuel. I'm not an emo scene guy. And was around when she first showed up to the crew. Back then, she was a silly fangirl of My Chemical Romance and gave two shits about child trafficking. Yeah, and that's another behavior that you see. Okay, post-wall women just magically start to find that unique activity that makes them believe that they are more attractive to the opposite gender. It's like, oh yeah, cool. You care about men's mental health issues. That's nice. I can definitely look past those crow's feet and those head wrinkles. Sure thing. It really rolls back the years. Oh yeah, tell me more about how men commit suicide more than women. Oh, that gets me hard. Yeah, see, in 2007, when she claims things went down when she was rolling between LA, Phoenix, and Chicago, and didn't drink or do drugs. Those eyes tell a different fucking story. She was a straight-edge girl who traveled all over the place and had a mile-long internet history of daily posts. See, Eliza Blue, okay, we just go ahead and, one simple fucking name right there, had years to stand up for sex trafficking, and with her massive MySpace presence, I think that's probably supposed to be MySpace instead of myself, and never did, and she was friends with many of the dudes that later got outed for being pedophiles, and she did nothing, and never spoke about it once. But no, yeah, but she wasn't getting trafficked back then, okay, retroactively, okay, she just tries to wind back the actual hands of time. She'll just eventually find a way to work back, and it's like My Chemical Romance isn't popping the way that they were in the early to mid 2000s, okay? If they were to have some sort of a renaissance, oh yeah, then all of her trauma would somehow start to come back because grifters know exactly when to fucking peak. From MySpace, Eliza Blue was popular on live stream platform Stickam, okay. I had a front page Friday night show every week with Cyber54 and regularly interacted with Eliza Blue, Jeffree Star, Matthew Lush. She was a completely different person. Of course she was. Okay, there's a lot of links here to a bunch of different videos if you want to delve deeper than this. As you can see, in 2007, Eliza Blue was busy claiming to be engaged to Gerald Way of My Chemical Romance during the same time. She now claims to have been trafficked during the same time, kind of laying the seeds, but at this point in time, Manuel here is kind of salting the earth, so nothing's going to grow of this. This couple with the fact that she refuses to name her abusers, and now you see the big lie. Very much so. I was trafficked. Oh, who did that to you? Aren't you an advocate? Aren't you trying to get to the bottom of this? Wouldn't it start with yourself? No, I can't talk about that. Oh, okay, cool. It's powerful people at work. Oh, okay, sure thing. Don't you think she would have been writing about this in her live journal, talking about it with all of her fans, raising awareness? Nah, because she had made it and figured out that people would be too stupid to research it. But not internet autists, man. Last year, someone compiled the My Chemical Romance story to show that Eliza Blue was a crazy stalker of the band, threatened to commit suicide. Well, yeah, we can tell by those eyes that there's something isn't right. Trafficking story is made up entirely because she wanted to get back with My Chemical Romance band members. Why? She didn't name anyone. Now, break into the now with teaser trailers from her sex trafficking survivor interview. She was a farm girl. She wanted to be famous. See, things aren't adding up, and we only have to use her words. Yeah, apparently a link out to an Epoch Times documentary. Oh man, I like Epoch Times. You guys got suckered too. A lot of people got suckered, okay, because she was spinning a good tale, okay? She was a conservative girl, who cares? But being a farm girl, bitch, your fucking father's the state senator. Stop the cap. Gets even weirder. All right, how does it get weirder? Oh, there's Blind Date. You can go watch the entire episode. Or you can just watch it from the tweet that I've compiled. Or this kind of looks like this fairly extensive tweet thread has everything as well. It gets weirder. Eliza Bleu was on a TV show Blind Date when it ran from 99 to 2006. Went for that long. Okay, on the show from 2006, Eliza claimed to be 21 and talked about sex. Yet, a year later, she claimed that she was 17 when she was being trafficked. It's not adding up, is it? Of course not. So, 2006, Blind Date, 21-year-old. 2007, My Chemical Romance, Emo Girl, MySpace, Stick AM, and Getting Trafficked. 2016, Refusing Sex for $150,000. What? Okay. 2022, 15 years ago, I was 17. I was trafficked, setting the day to 2007. Uh-oh. See the issue. Coupled with her blocking and attempting and attacking people for asking questions. Yeah, buddy. Story doesn't add up. She was on the internet in 2007. It never came up. And then World Star Hip Hop makes sense. The trafficking victim in the 2016 era. Oh, that would be a link out to the verboten video. There you go. You have it in the print. Now her actual story. Being groomed at age 15 at the Vans Warped Tour for 2 years by an unnamed photographer. Went to LA with photographer and moved before she was 18. Going into drugs and was sold. Oh, but she'd never done drugs before. Now we have a good timeline for everything. My Chemical Romance only played the Vans Warped Tour from 2004 to 2005, putting her story of 2005 for being 15 years old, yet somehow in 2006 when she went on Blind Date, claimed to be 21 years old. Oh, now the timeline gets even more fucked up. Things don't add up at all. Oh, there's the video. There's the video that I mentioned before. Okay, I didn't make it up and I didn't dream it into existence. So, is she claiming she was sex trafficked by My Chemical Romance members? People connected to Blind Date, Jeffree Star, James Charles, unnamed photographer. It's just another grift, folks. Really does seem like that, because that was my postulation that $500 was from, just a reality TV show producer. It's like, you want to be on the show, you're somewhat attractive, and we're getting to the end of the run of the show, and we're running out of free bitches to come in. So, here you go. We'll pay for your entire day. We'll bet you're not doing anything. 2012 phone call to mom about being a video vixen from her personal YouTube. It went back to 2012. Holy. She hasn't posted on in years. Didn't seem to mind or care about her story and almost enjoyed her video vixen prostitute lifestyle. Of course she did, man. So this was 2012. She didn't end up popping off, theoretically, until 2016. Okay, so at that point in time, so 2006, she was 21. 6 years later, so 27, and then the video, oh god, in that video, oh my god, yo, she was only 31 in that video. Holy fuck, she looked like a woman of a certain age in that video. Anyways, she even tried to get on American Idol. I've seen this one beforehand. Couldn't confirm it or anything like that, but it's a Vimeo link. Oh, so that one's been taken off. Yet 11 years ago, she was 29 in 2011. Okay. Making her 17 years old in 2005 claim false yet again. Yeah, that one really doesn't end up standing up to scrutiny at all whatsoever. Like, does she not know how the internet works? No, these people, like, she thinks that she's really in with Elon Musk at this point in time. Like, let's just stop it. She has such hubris that's out there where she thinks that she can control where this is going because she's in the moral good on this one, because I'm an advocate for human trafficking. Therefore, anybody questioning me, well, you're against human trafficking and you're a bad person, we can just morally scrub you off the internet. See how that shit goes? It happens all the fucking time with a multitude of different topics. In 2010, New York Post had her age at 28 as one to watch for. Okay, yeah, I seen that article. Okay, 2010, New York Post, yeah, had her age. Auditions for Oh yeah, for American Idol. Okay, Eliza Seep, 28, from Chicago, hair and makeup artist. Okay, of course, yeah. The only thing that's missing is, oh wait, she's a nurse. Oh, she already started to have the gestation of lunch lady arms in that picture. That sucks. In 2009, Eliza Seep, Northam, also known, especially on the internet, as Eliza Cuts, had been all the buzz in the Chicago American Idol auditions for season 9. The singer reportedly has been spending a lot of time with the producers and has been filmed excessively. All right, so what's popping in culture? I linked out to that one. Anyways, here's Eliza Cuts singing with her band. Yeah, I don't care, horrible quality, but she doesn't seem like the next Adam Lambert. Well, that's both a blessing and a curse. She was on tour with Jeffree Star at the time. Yeah, wonderful, fantastic. There's her, and there's, I don't know what the fuck that is. Okay, weird that an advocate to fight against sexual assault and abuse, grooming, CSA, trafficking, etc. would mention James Charles. Oh, without mentioning his alleged crimes towards minors and that have prominent in the news. Oh yeah, James Charles, like that YouTube creep over and over and over again. The guy who's been like, yeah, whatever, I had sex with kids underage. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. It's just you're mad. Very interesting. So this is a little more. I just skipped ahead a little bit because this thread is long. Like this bitch is a yarn, but it's a very interesting read, but a lot of it just ended up confirming some stuff and then just going through some old, basic bitch fucking, internet blog posts. It's like, okay, that's all very interesting. But moving up closer to the current day, updates from Eliza Blue. Guess what? She was already married once from her own mouth. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. New statement from Eliza Blue on Andrew Tate and comments made on Timcast. Okay, she has 2 anonymous survivors, Miss USA and Miss Moldova. If you're familiar with that, and I've done quite a few videos, and I'll probably do one very shortly on Andrew Tate and a follow-up probably tomorrow. More than likely tomorrow. Don't hold me to it. About 90% chance. Then through her, and she still can't answer any questions. Go figure. Yeah, of course not. And yeah, trying to find anything in there of particular note is kind of fucking ridiculous. Okay. But one final thing before we punch out. Okay, Chrissy Mayer. You might know her, you might not, but regardless, she ended up finding a GoFundMe. Actually, and I ended up finding another one. Funny that Eliza started. Now, I couldn't find a link to this or anything like that, okay? But honestly, I need a break, and she raised $1,625 for that. The fundraiser has been closed. Maybe the page ended up getting scrubbed not long after that video got posted. She did a live stream, when was that? The 26th, so a couple of days ago at this point in time. So she collected her money and fucking bounced, okay? But I need a break. This is the difficulties and, the same old fucking gag. But the one that I found, okay, the one that, yes, Eliza Blue is organizing the fundraiser. Listen, guys, it's still open, so feel free to grift. But I was going to be speaking at this Freedom Festival July 21st through 24th in 2021. Okay, but hey, all my successes that I've had throughout the years and all the grifts that I was running, I hadn't really, kicked it up into high gear quite yet. And even after all of this stuff was well fucking done, okay, 14 months later, 18 months later, she was still receiving different donations. It's still open. Feel free. You can go ahead and share and like and donate now if you want, but see how she markets herself, and then just really desperately trying to make this grift evergreen. Hi there. My name is Eliza. Hi, Eliza. At least that has been consistent so far. We definitely know your name is Eliza. Your surname, though, it just kind of changes like your hair color. I'm a survivor advocate for those affected by human trafficking. I'm also a survivor of human trafficking. So if you'd like to fund this, I can also at a later date say that you helped fund human trafficking. I was booked to speak at a human trafficking event at Freedom Fest 2021. Well, it was probably a panel. I'm sure the entire event wasn't specifically about human trafficking, but, hey, man, whatever. Unfortunately, I was booked late to the conference, because they didn't care about you, and didn't have the funds to cover travel expenses like airfare and hotel. But if this was supposed to be an event that booked you, it was almost like you got an invite, or maybe you just tried to force your way into this, like you had with the conservative sphere. Things are really starting to add up. I said I would speak anyway and crowdfund the expenses, and yeah, just about got there, but hopefully you'll be able to catch the Healthy and Wise Freedom Fest panel for 2023. I'm sure people are just knocking down your door. Well, maybe they are because they know that you have the through line in order to get access to Elon Musk, because how the fuck else is literally anybody paying you any mind? Yo, I can only imagine this shit. I'll just go ahead and frame this a little bit more appropriately. My recording software, I had it down there for a second, but as you can see, I was reading all of that. So if you'd like to read it, I'll just go ahead and frame it there appropriately. But believe me, I didn't make up any of that stuff, but my commentary was too witty to re-record. So whatever, regardless, shut up, fuck off. I'm being trafficked, help me. Nah, man, this story, it's going to continue to develop, okay, because none of those people have been freed from Twitter jail at this point in time, okay? And if she has the ability to take down videos off platform on YouTube due to, well, just unsubstantiated content strikes, mostly because, you know, WorldStar has better things to worry about than 6-year-old thought videos. They're like, don't worry, man, there's some ratchet bitches, you know, roughing up a Waffle House that we got covered, okay? Like, we don't need this old fucking video that's getting no fucking play to begin with, okay? And there's obviously going to be more stories because this girl was well known on the scene. She was trying to ladder. She was trying to network out there. It just never ended up taking off. She could never gain purchase in any endeavor until she found her grift out there. And there is a lot of money in the conservative grift sphere. And she made out good, man. She had the unique look, okay? She had the, we got one of them. But then, in the pursuit of finally getting a celebrity of their own, the conservatives ended up embracing just a piece of shit human being. So, with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.